Now let's go back to VS Code and take a look at the second parameter we have been ignoring. The second parameter basically is an object of key value pair. So let's apply it over here. For example, let's say we need an ID attribute on this div tag. We can specify an object key is ID and let's say its value is hello, and if we save this and take a look at the browser, we will see div tag with the ID hello. Similarly, let's say we need to add a class to this div tag. So within the object we can say class dummy, and once we'll save, the class dummy is applied over here. If you take a look at the browser and inspect the element, you can see the class attribute being applied. But if you take a look at the console, we can see the warning invalid DOM property. Did you mean class name? In JavaScript, class is a reserved keyword. We did see the class keyword being used to create React components in the past video. So in React, a class has to be specified using the class name attribute. So let's go back to our VS Code, and this class should be class name camel case. And if I'll save this and take a look at the browser, and once I'll refresh it, I can reopen it like class dummy, and if I'll go back to console, the warning has gone. So you can see that class attribute has been applied as dummy class. Now the same in JSX is going to be over here, class name equal to dummy, and that's it. So there you go, a React component with and without using JSX. By now it must be clearly evident which is the more simpler approach. Basically each JSX element is just a syntactic sugar for calling react.createElement, and that is why you have to import the React library when use JSX. If you take a look at create.js, you probably wonder why is React being imported over here. I don't even notice it being used anywhere, but the fact is JSX translates into react.createElement, which in turn uses the React library. Our example just has two elements, but imagine a component with tons or thousands of elements. It starts to become really clumsy. JSX on the other hand will keep the code elegant, simple and readable. So let me just clear this and go back to our JSX.